This is the 1440p monitor I always recommend to everyone because the value and the quality of this thing is very difficult to beat. Check it out. It's the GIGABYTE M27Q gaming monitor, 27 inches, 1440p, 165 Hz, fast IPS, and indeed there's very little motion blur on this thing. I have tested it. This is the second monitor that I own. I had to, get rid of the previous one because I had to move and couldn't take it with me. But once again, I'm putting my money where my mouth is and buying myself a second one of these, and I'll be using it as my personal monitor. Thanks to the Type-C USB, you can connect this display to a laptop or a tablet or even a smartphone for that matter, and it will serve as a secondary display. KVM is also a nice feature to have if you have multiple devices and want to use this singular monitor to use them both. You can just connect your mouse and keyboard to the monitor itself and use the KVM feature to just switch between the devices. For example, you can have a laptop and a desktop and just switch between the two. Use the same mouse and keyboard. As for the price, at the moment it is very nice. I got it for £249, as you can see. I bought it 2 days ago, and that's in the UK, here in the UK, very nice price. And also in the US it is cheap as well, $260 for the same monitor. If you are interested in buying one after you watch this video, check it out at the link in the description below. It will take you to your local Amazon store. Now let's get into the unboxing. First you have to cut the seal up here, and after that we're ready to unpack it. Alright, I'll just slide it out. Oops. Yeah, this is the way to do it, I think. Just slide it out of the box like that. However, power supply, it fell out. Probably was stored up here, but no big deal. No damage. I mean, even if you do it like that, it's not gonna damage anything. So this is your stand. It's got a power cable. It's got your, so that's the UK power cable and the European power cable. If you're buying it in Europe, I guess you get both. But also what is nice is that you get a DisplayPort cable, HDMI cable, and a USB cable, all included in this package. Here's the base of the stand. I'll show you how to assemble it, but I will actually use that monitor arm for my personal use. And here is the monitor itself. Yeah, it is packaged nicely, very nicely indeed. Take a look at that. There's another piece of styrofoam that needs to be removed from the back of the monitor. And I think now we can remove the protective part. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of all these stickers. Don't need any of them. It does say that it's HDR, but not really. This monitor has a pretty nice brightness of 350 nits, typical, which they call HDR 400, but that's not really HDR, is it? Not true HDR. So there we go. That's the way it looks. And to assemble it, it's very easy. You take the stand and you just slide it in there. Hold up a second. Yeah. like that. And it's basically ready to use after you tighten the screw at the bottom. So you just tighten that. And there you go. Assembly is easy as that. And look at that, it's a beauty. Here it is from the back. Very nice minimalistic design. But I just want to show you something else real quick. Before you can start using it, actually, there was a warning here to do it, but I just ripped it off and forgot. But yeah, here you go. Basically, this plastic bit here, you need to remove it. So push down the display, take this out. You can actually keep it, because if you're gonna sell it or repackage it again, you'll need this, because without this piece, during transportation, during shipping, this will just flap about. So you don't want that happening. And let's have a look at what it can do. You can adjust it to your liking. It goes pretty high up, of course, all the way down, but you can also tilt it. So yeah, adjustability is very nice. But as I mentioned before, I am going to use this monitor with the monitor arm right here, so I have to remove that old ASO monitor and install this. Let's do that. It is very easy to prep this monitor for a VESA mount installation. You just kind of have to push on that and the stand is released. However, unfortunately, the VESA mount bracket that I have with this monitor arm doesn't quite fit. Just by a couple of millimeters, really doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to use standoffs and longer screws that were actually supplied with the monitor arm. So it's not too bad. Let's get this done. Yeah, that's nice and secure. So we can actually hang it now. Here are all the ports you can use. That's 2 HDMI connections, a display port, USB Type-C, your USB hub, so that you can use those 2 USB to connect your keyboard and mouse, and power in. That's the monitor in the portrait mode. Check it out. And this is what I was talking about. Just check out those colors. I'm not actually sure that the camera can reproduce colors accurately, especially on YouTube, but they look stunning. And the monitor is nice and bright. As I mentioned previously, it's 350 nits typical. Looks great. And the image quality is just beautiful. Check it out. So much detail. Thanks to the 1440p resolution, the pixel density on this 27-inch monitor is quite nice. It is a pleasure to watch movies and videos like this on it. If you're wondering about the text clarity, then here it is. This is like very, very small print. Check it out. That's the monitor, and that is the small text, and it is still readable. Amazing. Normally I would probably have the text set to something like this. So this is a more true to life kind of experience, and check it out. It is nice and crisp. There are bezels here, as you can see. That is the bezel. So it's not like a truly bezel-less monitor. But I mean, for £250, or that's $260 in the US, this is a brilliant choice. I'm extremely pleased with this monitor, and I will enjoy editing my videos on it, watching movies, and also playing some games when I get myself a PC, because at the moment I don't have it, and I had to connect it to my MacBook. As you can see, refresh rate is maxed out at 144, just because I am connecting it to my Mac. I believe that's the case. Why I can't get the full 165 Hertz. But once you hook this thing up using DisplayPort to a PC, you will get that 165 Hertz. I know it for sure because I've tested it previously. The M27Q supports FreeSync Premium as well as G-Sync, because all FreeSync monitors support G-Sync by default nowadays. So it is not a problem. Whichever GPU you have, may it be from NVIDIA or AMD, this monitor will work with it and provide you with a tear-free experience in games. For now, this will be my setup. Very nice, right? Check it out. Mic stand is amazing, actually. Elgato, very nice. Yeah, but this is it. Just you know, wrapping things up with a small home office / studio tour where I edit all my videos, where I create all my videos. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like what do you think about this monitor? Because right now it's one of the best times to actually get it, because the price is lower than usual. So check it out at the link in the description below if you're interested. I can't recommend it enough. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like and subscribe for more content like this.